Now for this part, we're introduced to a new function, g of x. We're told that g is such that x maps onto e of x squared minus 2, where x is any real number. And the question is, find fg of x, this composite function. And we've got to give it in its simplest form. So to do this, what I'd want to write is that fg of x is equal to, well, it would be f first of all, and then in place of g of x I would write out what g of x is. It's e of x squared minus 2, so e of x squared minus 2. And what this means now is that wherever I see an x in f of x, I've got to replace it with e of x squared minus 2. So this is going to equal 4 minus the natural log, and then I've got an x here, so that's going to be replaced with e of x squared minus 2. So just write that in, e of x squared minus 2. And then we've got the plus 2. So that's essentially what fg of x is, but it's not in its simplest form. Because obviously we could subtract, we've got minus 2 here, plus 2, that's going to be 0. So we've got 4 minus the natural log of e to the power x squared. Now when you've got something like this, where you've got something to a power on a log function, we should know the power rule for logs. We can bring this power to the front of the log. So hopefully you're aware of that rule. Okay, so 4 minus x squared times the natural log of e. And you should also know that the natural log of e is 1. Any log in its own base, remember natural logs are in base e, any log in its own base is always 1. So this is going to be 4 minus x squared. And I would suggest that that's the most simplest form that we could get for something like this. So there you go, fg of x then, the composite function, equals 4 minus x squared.